Hello, this is Victor and this is an anti-hate video. Now, in this video I'm going to bring up the point wherein a hater, after having seen a Destiny video wherein a Destonian shared his experience as communication in the Matrix with other human beings, wherein he explained that he experienced this as empty and pointless because he didn't see and experience there to be any substance within the communications that occurs in the Matrix. Wherein this hater then commented and criticized this statement through taking other Destonian comments such as "thank you", "thanks for sharing", and so on, and that has been written on YouTube, and use this as a sort of weapon, as in saying that how can you say that conversations in the Matrix do not hold substance when you write things like "thank you for sharing yourself" on your YouTube channels and so on. So firstly, what is to be realized here is the fascinating point that this woman, this hater, is in fact only hating. She's not in any way supporting growth. She's not supporting another human being to become stronger, more confident in themselves. She's in fact only attempting to push down another, attempting to make another's sharing of themselves here as their experience in this reality wrong. Without listening to the context as to how this is shared, and without having any intention to talk as an equal to this Destonian that shared this first statement, and it was Ryan, by the way. So she's not communicating with Ryan. She's not, coming from the starting point of, look here, here is a human being that is starting to stand up within himself, is starting to consider his experience of himself with other human beings. He's in fact starting to become self-independent, in fact starting to question what is here, and then asking yourself, how am I able to support this human being to become even more effective, even more specific, even more insightful, even more self-independent? Instead, she simply pushed down, she picks out certain points And she attempts to find contradictions in these points, attempts to insert uncertainty and fear into another, as in them considering themselves to be wrong, instead of looking at what's happening here, looking at the context that Ryan has spoken in, looking at the context of the Destiny group as actually doing something that is best for all and that is best for self. So that is fascinating, because that's like a hater. When you only want to push others down all the time, and you use others that stands up and decide to change themselves, you use them to, you become afraid of them probably. I mean, maybe that's what she is, and you just push them down and attempt to find contradictions and points of weaknesses so you can bully them. That's bullshit. And that's not the kind of behavior that will make this world a better place for everyone that's here. And the second point I'm going to bring up is the point as to showing what it means, what Ryan means when he says that there is no substance in the communication that occurs between people in the Matrix, is that he means that there is no authenticity, there is no realness, so to speak. People might say, cool, you're the best guy ever, or like, I love you, or yeah, you're my best friend. But in fact they do not speak that fully, because they put on a mask, they have a fake face, and are not really fully here, one and equal, sharing themselves as who they are, being authentic, substantial, something you can touch, a real human being. That's what Ryan means. And then when this hater attempts to contradict this statement through showing other Destonians writing thank you for sharing and thank you on blogs and such, for example, when we write thank you for sharing and thank you, I mean, we write it as a statement of being grateful. We're not putting up a fake face. We're not wanting anything out of it, as in, making sure that our position with the other being will become better. Or we're not doing it out of a statement of fear. I mean, we're in fact authentic. And you can be authentic and you can be substantial when you talk with human beings, and when you say thank you to you other human beings. It all depends upon who you are within what you do. I mean, if you really mean thank you, and you stand as those words in that moment as like, I'm grateful, I mean, that's authentic and that has substance. But if you instead say thank you in a moment, as in wanting to please another, or wanting to present yourself as good, not doing it unconditionally here, one and equal, as a statement of yourself, then it's not authentic. Then it's a reaction, and it's not substantial, and it's not in fact you doing it. You're not a real human being. You're only a fake face, because in fact what you're hiding is your fear and your anxiety through saying thank you. So that's a bit of that. Bye.